Hi everybody, it's me, Moody Boo, and I am back with a compare and contrast video. But this is, I kind of was thinking I had these three perfumes, and they're all about $50 apart in price. And they're very similar. So I thought I'd go ahead and do high, medium, low, even though the high one is more like mid-range. The medium is like low mid-range, and the low is in the less expensive range. So I'll just get started with the most expensive one, and then there's something a little weird about the second one, but I'll get to that. So first of all, the one that I put in the expensive range, which I actually thought was the other one, the one that was less, but I looked them up, and it might have been when I bought the mid-range bottle, it might have been higher priced, but now it's way less. So anyway, so the most expensive one that I have is by Nobile 1942, and this is La Danza delle Libellule, the Dance of the Dragonfly. I have loved this for a long time. Now I'll put a link up here, Peach the Foul Note, and there's been some other videos that I've talked about how I do not like green apple in a perfume. I don't. If it's small amounts blended really well, things like that, yes, it can be fine. Red apple, on the other hand, is one of my favorite notes in perfumes because it's sweeter and pulpier, and it smells more juicy and less tart. So, and with La Danza, red apple all the way. It's red apple and vanilla and cinnamon and coconut, and there's a little citrus in there, but that goes away right away. And it says there's musk and cedar. Now in the deep, deep dry down, you do get some of the cedar, but it just dries it up a little bit because it's a very moist, sweet, gorgeous perfume until the deep, deep dry down. And then a little bit of the woods comes out. It butches up a little bit. Performance on this is great for me. Absolutely great. It can get really sweet, so I wear it in the spring. I will wear it in cool summer nights, but not in hot temperatures, because I have tried it in the PNW here in hot days, and gets a little bit much, but you know. So love it, and this is about $150 USD. So I totally forgot what I was going to say. Next. So the next one I'm going to talk about is Caldo Gourmand. On my bottle here, it says it's by Profumo Parfum. I'm almost wondering if they did not change the name of their company, maybe? Maybe? Because they may have changed it to Officina delle Essenze. I don't know, but I can't find this anywhere. And anytime I find a picture of this bottle, it links me back to this Officina delle Essenze, not to Profumo Parfum. And the other weird thing is anywhere I look, there's no 50 ml bottles of the Caldo Gourmand from Officina delle Essenze. None. Just the big 100 ml bottle. So I'm really confused, but the notes line up. I'm pretty sure it's the same perfume. It's just a different company, maybe? All right. So this one doesn't have apple. This one is vanilla caramel. There's some woody notes in there, a little musk and coconut. The only thing it's missing is the apple, but that coconut is so sweet, and with the caramel and the vanilla, that it gives that air of like a caramel apple. It really does. That's why I had to put this one in the lineup of comparing these, because they remind me so much of each other. Now the big difference is this one, when it dries down, the woods really come out. I don't get a lot of the musk, but it dries up quickly. It's not nearly as moist as La Danza delle Libellule, but yeah, the woods really come out on this one. This one becomes much more unisex, much more quickly, within half an hour to an hour, it just becomes more of a caramely, it's almost like you're smelling a coconut tree while you're drinking a little coconut, sweet coconut water. It's beautiful stuff, but it definitely is heavier on the woods than the dry down. Oh, I love this stuff. Performance on this is crazy too, for me. And this one, because of the woods, it's a little more versatile as far as wearing it year-round in hotter weather. It's not nearly as sweet as La Danza, but it's still, because when it dries down, the sweetness does kind of mellow out a little bit. As those woods come up, the sweetness goes down. It's beautiful stuff. And it like I said, it performs really well for me. And this one on Officina delle Essenze website, for the 100 ml bottle, it said it was 88 euros. I had this as my most expensive because I want to say I bought this off of, oh gosh, it's a European perfume website, and I'm losing it. Essenze is in the name. And I want to say I bought this there on that website. And I'm pretty sure it was close to $200 when I did. I want to say it was like 170 to 185 range when I bought it. That's why I had it as the most expensive of the three, not because of the quality of it is more than the others, but just because I'm pretty sure when I bought it, I paid more for it. But I'm still not convinced this is the same perfume all of them are talking about. If there's, I don't know, there's some weirdness here. There's a mystery, and I'm very confused. And there's nobody here that can clear up the confusion for me. I am by myself. Anyway, it's a beautiful perfume. It's delicious. All of these are very gourmand. La Danza delle is very gourmand. It's so good. And so is Caldo Gourmand. It's delightful. All right, and then the cheapest one. So La Danza delle Libellule, that's about 150, 160 range USD. Caldo Gourmand is about 88 euros. So that's probably, what, about 100, 105-ish range USD. This last one, I believe I paid 55 for USD. And honestly, it's every bit as good as these other two. Next. So my least expensive perfume in this grouping, in this comparison, is probably my favorite of the three. And the price does equate into that, I have to say. But I am so impressed. I'm so impressed. And that's Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. See what I mean? These Middle Eastern companies, they got it. They know some shit. I mean, this is a heavy bottle too. This 100 mLs. It's gorgeous perfume. I paid like $55 for it. It arrived here because Swiss Arabian has a New York office. So it arrived here in like 3.5 days, 3 days, 4 days. And it's incredible. So this one is green apple, caramel, grapes, amber. There's some musk, some woody notes in there, some iris, patchouli, little resins. No. This is all caramel apple. And I do get a little bit of the grape, the amber, and the musk. The apple and the grape kind of come together and create this almost fruity compote that is drenched or covered with caramel. It's delightful. And when it dries down, it stays, it's not, La Danza delle Libellule is pretty linear. It doesn't have a lot of ups and downs. Caldo Gourmand has quite a bit of ups and downs from what it starts off, the sweetness, that sweet caramel apple-y kind of smell, to the dry down to the woods. So there's quite an up and down with Caldo Gourmand. Casablanca is a little in the middle. It keeps most of those dominant caramel apple notes throughout all of it, but it still does have a little bit of the patchouli, the amber, and the musk that comes out. That musk in the deep, deep dry down, it's that white musk. And I don't like that in a deep dry down, but since the caramel apple is in there and everything, no worries. It works just fine. Ah! Sorry, that was kind of loud. It's gorgeous stuff. And like I said, it was like $55 on Swiss Arabian's website. Performance is really good on this. I think it's every bit as good as Caldo Gourmand. Probably not quite as good as La Danza delle Libellule, but really close. I haven't worked with it long enough to really make that determination. But I will say that it is sweet enough. It's not quite as sweet as La Danza, but it is sweet enough that I probably won't wear it in hot temps either. I'll save these for cooler nights, springtime, you know, like that. So anyway, that's just a compare and contrast of La Danza delle Libellule by Nobile 1942. Caldo Gourmand by, I'm not sure, either Profumo Parfums or Officina delle Essenze. And Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. So anyway, everybody stay safe, keep smelling, and keep smiling. All right. I hope you all have a great day. Take care. Peace.